Hi friends, I'm Tassi from Tacistudio, and today is January 30th, 2024. You probably won't be watching this until Friday, which will be already February, but I wanted to come here and share with you my goals, my knitting goals for 2024. I'm so excited every year when we start a brand new year, and I'm especially excited to start my New Year's goals and intentions. I used to do resolutions. Now I call them more like intentions and goals because I feel that it's important to me to be flexible, to be more relaxed, and those are some of the goals that I have for 2024. I want to be more relaxed on my knitting practice or any craft that I do. I also want to slow down the pace a little bit and be more intentional, both on my personal life and on my knitting. But I feel that the year just begun, and I already feel that I have accomplished some of this goal. I'm a very organized person, so sometimes it's hard for me if I set goals for myself and I don't accomplish them, but that's one of the reasons why I'm trying to just keep an open mind and be more relaxed, that if I don't accomplish those goals, it's because in the middle of accomplishing them, there were other things that got my attention or that I liked more, and that I just can change my mind if I want to do those other things. This year I am going to aim, and I was going to put a number of how many things I wanted to knit this year, but then I decided that if I do put a number, then I'm not accomplishing one of my goals, which is to be more relaxed. So I'm just going to say that I'm going to, I really want to be that I can make more sweaters this year than I did last year, because it's something that I've been really enjoying to make, and even more, I'm really enjoying to wear them. So then I really feel that it would be something that's going to make me happy this year. So that's knitting more sweaters. I really want to knit more socks, and I feel that I already started accomplishing that. As I knit, I finished a whole pair of socks for my son this year, and it used to be really hard for me. I would make the first sock and then I had the second sock syndrome, but now I'm trying to start the second sock right away, which this time really helped me. I also knitted with DK yarn, which was a little bit faster, so it kept me motivated, and I was very happy for that. I will show you when I talk about what I have already knitted, completed, and what is on my needles. I also want and really want to knit from my stash. Let's say I want 2/3 of my projects at least to be from my stash. If I also knit, I'm also going to give myself permission to buy some yarn, because there are a few things that I know I want to make that if I that I will need to buy yarn for. But I want to try, and especially try to knit with some of those single skeins. Sorry about that. I saw that Haley from Knit Weekend is doing actually a knit along, I think it's a knit along. She has a hashtag, and it's the Lonely Skein Project, and I think that's a super fun idea, and I think I'm going to enter, because that's gonna help me use some of those one skein projects that I have. So to start with, this is going to be a normal podcast where with the usual format that we do. And I am going to start with the obvious, which is what I have finished. And this is one of the things I finished. I cannot, I have a microphone to try to make the sound a little bit better for you, and I can't move very much with that, but I wanted to show you my Suri shirt, and I'm sorry that it's a little wrinkled. I have not blocked yet because I really wanted to wear today when I showed it to you, and it's meant to be, I think, more of a spring and summer shirt, and I'm sure I will be wearing it in the spring and summer, but I also felt that I made mine a little bit bigger, and it fits perfectly as a slip over, and I really like how it looks. So I'm going to be wearing it with either a t-shirt underneath or a little collar shirt. I used BC Garn Bio Balance, and I hope it's you can see that. And the color is the color a number? Well, I used 3 balls. I made the size, the second size, I believe, and it's a top-down construction, and you and it has a the split hem in the end. I made mine my rib a little bit bigger than what it called for, but I really like it and really enjoyed making this. I also made, I believe that I made this rib and this just a little bit shorter than what it said, so I only made 2 very small modifications. I used color, the name of the color is color 14, it's a number, and is the Bio Balance BC Garn Bio Balance. I really enjoy making this sweater because it was really quick considering that it has no sleeves, and it was pretty fun to get to finish it this year. This is the first thing I finished. The other thing that is off my needles, I already gave that to my son. I made this Sunday socks, and I will show the picture here so you can see that, the Sunday socks for him, and I made that on the biggest size for a men's size. I usually, and I will probably have a little video this year. I'm gonna try to do a few videos on how I do some things. It's not essentially a tutorial itself, but I'll probably put a video on how I make my socks. I haven't made too many of them, but I think I found a system that works really well for me. I'm following some different tutorials, and I will be showing you. I start my socks with a the very, very small needles. I think it's 9-inch, and then after I do 2 or 3 rows, I change to the other method, which just escapes me right now, and I found that that works for me, works really well for me. So this is another thing that I finished and that I'm very excited. I already made 1 sock of the one that I'm going to make for my daughter. I think I said this on here before, that on Christmas I gave them a little ornament that was a sock for each one of them with a yarn, and I had this idea based on I watched Marlene from Marlene Knits on her podcast. I love watching her podcasts, and she made a little sweater and gave with the yarn to her partner as a promise keeper, and I thought that was really cute. So I did this year, and I already kept one of my promises and finished the one I made for my son and gave it to him. So that was a good feeling. I think that these are not the only, I feel that it's a great accomplishment for me to finish. I finished this shirt, and I started and finished a pair of socks for my son for the month of January. One other thing that I have a goal to do this year is I want to learn a new, to me, technique. And this year, the one thing that I really want to do is I want to learn to do to stick. So I am going to make a cardigan, and most likely it will be, I have already started this last year, and I did not finish the shift gun because I actually frogged, because I did not like the main color, and the more I kept going, the less I liked. So I decided to frog that, excuse me, but I am going to be making that cardigan, excuse me. And I chose that not just because I really love the cardigan, I think it's beautiful, and it's the shift gun by Andrea Mori, and but I also chose that because I really want to learn how to stick. So stick, I think it's a very hard word for me to say, but so in essence, those are my flexible goals, and I hope that I can accomplish some of them. I'm sure I will accomplish some of them because I already have a lot of the yarn. I have chosen some patterns. I have a knitting journal I have shown you here before, and I have a little video also that you can check it out if you want to see. I will put a link here that shows you what I do and how I do my journals. I have been doing them for probably 20 years. But this year, my cousin, Paula, from Crafting with Paula, she has made and designed a kind of a calendar journal for makers. And I am so excited because she gave me one of them, and I think I get it tomorrow or Thursday. And I'm going to start. In this journal, I'll be able to do everything that I was doing in 2 different journals last year in one. I'm going to put a picture of my project, put the yarn that I'm using, put a description, if I make any changes to that project, and it has a little page for notes in the end. So on my next podcast, I will show you the journal, and hopefully I will have some of the information and the things that I wanted to have for January in there, and I'll be able to show this to you. But now I wanted to talk to you a little bit also about the 2024 trends and how, specifically the 2024 winter knitting trends, and how they are related to some of the things that I want to make, which is on my objective, on my radar this year. To highlight those, I want to just remind you, I also made a video about the fall fashion trends, and if you want to watch that, I can put the link here. But what I wanted to emphasize is that on that video, mainly the trends were wearability, workspace staples with a twist, off the shoulders, gothic, romantic, and art print. I discussed a lot of those things and what we could relate to knitting garments or accessories. But for the winter 2024 trends, most of the fashion trends are such as athleisure, which is comfort dressing again. The color brown, the chocolate brown, it's going to be a big thing this winter. In the fall was mostly red, which is still red is everywhere and is still really in fashion, and it's going to carry even into spring. But brown is also has really appeared in all of the runways. The other thing was party skirts, or different things that have sequins, embroidery, bows, and fringes. And I think those are things that we can really incorporate, not just on knitting garments, but a lot of the accessories. And the other thing that it's very, very in are the fuzzy textures and leather. So to be a little bit more specific, I will talking about some of the fashion trends. Include some of the I will include some of the patterns that I think that goes with that, and I'm going to talk first about the sweaters, because the number one thing that it's going to be continue to be is the off shoulders. I really like the ranunculus by Midori Heroes, and I am, if you remember, I'm making one for myself. I just picked up for the sleeves because I did not have enough yarn, and I was very sad about that because I was going to make this for myself for Christmas. This is my very first ranunculus, and the ranunculus is a pattern by Midori Heroes, and I'm making mine with quartet by Magpie Fibers, and in the color Soylent. I absolutely love it and can't wait to finish the sleeves on that, so I can wear my very first day. This sweater has so many, over 20,000 people, I believe, and I had never made one, so I thought I had to make one. I absolutely love it. We'll probably make another one, like a summer one probably, but mine, as you can see, I made with a short, the tighter neck, but a lot of people make with the bigger neck that can be also used with the off-shoulder trend. The other trend that is very in style for this winter will be turtlenecks. For a turtleneck, I thought one of the sweaters that really got my attention, which I am very attracted to, cable knits, and this year they are so in style, so I can't wait to make one for myself. But the wishbone sweater by Veronica Lindberg and Kutovakika, it's one of my favorite, and it does have a turtleneck on it, and so does the classic sweater by Space Tricot. I also think that one is one that follows on the turtleneck trend. The next trend would be the V-neck sweaters. For me, you know, I already made the Easy V by Caitlin Hunter, and that was one of my favorite knits for last year, and I will show a picture here for you also. The other trend will be sheer knitted tops, and the one sweater that I thought that really brings that to life for me is the sheer V sweater by Jessie Made and Designs, and I think it is a really sweet, really pretty sweater, and one that I think it's worth trying and making that one for yourself also. The next trend will be the librarian cardigans, and I found that the Eva and Champagne cardigans by Petite Knit all are fit within that trend. And the next one are the long cardigans. I know that there are several different cardigans that would fit that style, but I for myself don't know if I would knit, just because of how long it would be to knit a very long cardigan. But I think, and I really like the Field Day jacket by Ozetta. It's midway, not really that the long cardigans that it's like almost like a I think they call the floor sweepers, but it is a really pretty cardigan that I consider to be somewhat of a long cardigan. The fluffy oversized cardigans and sweaters are also very much in style this winter, and that made me think of the Rhinebeck sweater and the Kaleidoscope sweater also by Knit Collage. They're both really cute and really quick knit, so it makes for knit that you start and you can be done. So it's kind of fun to do those kind of projects. And the last trend for knitting trends for winter would be the zip-through cardigans. And I found the zipper sweater by Petite Knit, both the zipper sweater and the zipper sweater light by Petite Knit would fit that category. I do not know if I would how many sweaters I would be able to do this year, but I have thought, and I have put together a list of, I think, 12 sweaters that are my all-time favorites that I would like to knit, and that if I can knit some of them this year, because for some of them I already have the yarn, that would be something that will make me very happy. The first one, it's already on my list and I'm already working on it, is the ranunculus, and I'm hopefully about to finish that one. The next one that I would love to do is the Starry Night by Beth McDonald Stones. I love almost every single sweater that she has designed, but that one just I couldn't stop. I bought the pattern the first day she released, and I just bought the yarn, and I am going to be making mine with the yarn that she calls for, which is Pearl Soho linen quill. I am going to be showing that to you on my next episode, as it's something that it's still a plan for what I'm going to do later. But I also would like to knit either the Weekender by Andrea Murray or the Fancy Sweater by the Lambin Kid. I love both of those sweaters because I really like to wear sweatshirts when I'm home and I'm not going anywhere on that day, and I think that those sweaters, they both remind me of a sweatshirt in a way, because they are super relaxed, and it's something that is not really fancy or too fitted, so that it's something that is on my list. The next one, I will be needing it for sure. Excuse me, I have some fuzz from the yarns that I'm holding on my nose, and it's making me want to sneeze. So the next one is this Simple Stripes sweater by Suving Knit, and I'm using the Perfect Palette by Gina from Skein Cocaine. I started this last spring, but then it started getting really warm and I wanted to, you know, work on something a little bit lighter. So I will for sure be starting this one soon because I absolutely love the colors on this yarn, and I cannot wait to go back to this sweater and be able to knit this one for me. Another one on my list that I'm absolutely in love with is the Field Sweater by Camila Vade. That one is just so intriguing to me. I'm excited to learn how to do the little bubbles, and I think that it's going to be exciting and fun to make. The Anchor Tee by Petite Knit, I also already got the yarn for that, and I got it last year thinking that maybe I would be able to do it in the summer, and I didn't get to it, but I bought the Ritual Dyes linen yarn, and I'm gonna be making it this summer. I am excited about that one. I really like that design. I already talked about the Shift Gan that I am going to, I started and I frogged, but I want to make that one. It's on my list because I have, I really want to learn the new technique. And then I have a couple color works that I would like to make this year, but I think I will probably only make one color work realistically this year. And one of them is the Once and Floral by Max the Knitter, Maxine Sir. And I have actually already the yarn for that one, and I'm really hoping to be able to make that before the end of the year. It has these beautiful roses on it, and you can see that on the picture here. And the other one would be the Lupine Sweater by Hen Riemann, and I hope I'm pronouncing their names right. And I have had that sweater on my list for a very long time, so it's another one that I think it's just beautiful and worth mentioning. I really want to make the Dead Sweater. I have so many cable sweaters that I would like to make that I feel that is going to be hard for me to make a decision when I go knit just one. I can't wait to make that one. Amongst all the really beautiful cable sweaters, for me, the Louder by Rebecca Clow from the Crea Bear is up there. The Moby sweater, Moby pullover, I think, by Petite Knit. The Snow Crocus by Midori Heroes. The Wishbone, which I have already mentioned, by Veronica Lindberg. And the list goes on. I cannot even tell you, so I will probably shouldn't mention all of them because I'm going to have to choose one. And at this moment, I don't think I could choose yet. It's just, they are all so beautiful that don't you wish you were like an octopus and you could just knit with 5 pairs of hands so you could get 5 of these things done at the same time? It would be just wonderful. But I only have these 2 hands, so I'm gonna have to make a choice. And when I made that choice, I will make sure that I tell you and that I mention it to you and that I show you. So I have also a few shawls that I would like to make this year, but I'm not sure how many I will make because I would like to, like 1 month maybe I'll make a sweater, the next month I'll make a shawl, but I also may start a shawl because it's something that it's really good for me to like do when we travel or when we are in a car ride or a long car ride. that I don't have to think too much. The shawls that I would like to do are, I'm working and finishing a Sophie shawl that I started the last year right now. But I also wanted to do this solo scarf that it's more like a shawl to me by Kaidre. I really like it. Reminds me of the Sophie shawl, but with a little bit more texture. I really, really want, and I may start this one before I travel this weekend, I really want to do a Soho wrap, and it's by Jackie Rose. I have, I think, most of the yarn. I just need to do one more color, choose one more color, and I think I could probably, I even started, I think, the first row last year, because that would be a great car knitting project to bring with me. The other one, I actually got yarn when we were in Nashville this year, and I got some yarn to do the hipster shawl. I'm excited to do that one also, but I think that one has more of a pattern, and I would prefer to do that one when I'm not making a sweater. So, in the same with the pressed flowers. I have one of the colors for the yarn to make the pressed flowers. I bought the pattern for that shawl the day that it came out, and I can't wait to actually start working on that one. But when I work on that shawl, I can't really be working on a sweater at the same time, because I also want to be more monogamous on my knitting this year, because I feel a lot better when I start a project and then I keep going and I see the end of it. Now, I used to like to start a whole lot of projects, and now I just feel more at peace, and it feels more to me that I'm following through with something and then going to the end. But I also need to have sometimes something that it's a little bit easier, or that I just, like a hat, that I can start and finish soon, and then another one that it's a longer project. If I start the Soho wrap, I know that that's the one. I want to make the wrap, which I think is the middle size. I don't want to have the really big one, but I also want to make one that is a little bit bigger than just the little one that is called, it's, I think she calls the wink. And but I'm gonna see if that's one that is gonna be like a long project that I'm going to be doing on I do the car rides. And the last shawl that I wanted to mention to you is one that I think is a piece of art, and the name it's the Artist shawl by Natasha Hornsby. I got that pattern also the very first day, and I am so very excited to make that. But I think that I'm going to choose the yarn. In March, here in the Pacific Northwest in Portland, Oregon, we have the yarn crawl, and if I go, and I think this year is going to be in the end of February, maybe. I have the information here, if I'm not mistaken. I'm sorry for reaching. This is, and I honestly, yes, this is the one for 2024 Rose City Yarn Crawl, and that's going to be March 7th to the 10th. And I'm very excited to go. If I can go, I might be looking for the yarn for doing that shawl. And then last but not least, I will be the patterns that I intend and that I hope that I can make some of them for hats this year are the Grow Hat by Fiber Tales, and that one I have already started, and that's what I'm working on right now, and I am very excited to make that. because I really like that nature design and how it's a rustic look design for myself. And I am using, the yarn I'm using is this, which is Scout by Kelborn Woolens. Here is the label. And I'm making mine with the colors called number 58 Gray Heather. I am very excited. I'm learning a couple different stitches that I had not done before, and I actually have a little video about one of the stitches that you have to do. I had never done that before, which is the knit one, yarn over, knit one, all in the same stitch. The other one that I really want to make is the Alpine Bloom, and I bought yarn for that one. I was going to make it for my birthday, but my birthday is next week, so I'm not going to make that one because I want to finish the grow hat. But when I finish the grow hat, I will probably make the Alpine Bloom. I also want to make another Musselburgh hat for myself, and it's by Isolde Teague. I should say first that the Alpine Bloom is by Caitlin Hunter from Boyland Knitworks, and the Musselburgh hat is by Isolde Teague. And I'm using a yarn from Gauge, and it's the Solar System yarn, which I really like. It's really pretty, and I'll post a picture here so you can see both the yarn and how the hat looks when it's made with that yarn. I think that that's a hat that I will make several of them, but I want to start with this one for myself. Knititng has a very good tutorial on how to do the very beginning, how to start with a actual crochet hook, that it's really good. I started one, haven't finished that one, but I really want to make the one with this yarn first. And the other one that I really want to make this year is an Oslo hat. I think I'm going to make the Oslo hat with mohair and going to make that one for my daughter. I think that that's a really cute hat. I think it's something that she would like, this style. So in a nutshell, this is these are the patterns and the things that caught my attention for this next year. Of course, is a lot to plan for one entire year, and that's why I'm saying it's just ideas, and I am not making a commitment to make any of those things, but it's something that I have, that it got my attention, that I like, and that is something that I have plans to make. So with that in mind, I want to finish my podcast today by telling you a really pretty quote. I got some cards that a friend gave to me last year, and this year I've been trying to take a card every day. And this is one that I took last year that really resonates with me. And I want to read that for you, and I hope that that makes an impact maybe on your life also. And it says, be the things you loved the most about the people who are gone. And I think that this might be in my mind because February is going to be 2 years that my mom is gone, and she is always in my mind. And I think that if I strive to be even a little bit like she was, I will be doing a good job on this life. So I just wanted to read a card for you every time this year, every time that we have a episode. And I wanted to also tell you that I am launching starting February 1st, which will be this Thursday, a new color of my little, you know that I have this little toolkits and that I sell them on my Etsy account. And this year I have come up with a new color, and my son, who is a graphic designer, was so kind to help me make actually a better design for the whole tin. And I'm going to be launching this on February 1st, but on my birthday, February 8th, I will be giving a discount code until February 15th, because then this will be my gift for my birthday and Valentine's for all the love and everything that you have shown me here. If you love purple like I do, and the reason I did purple is because it's on my birthday, and amethyst is the color for February birthdays, and it's a color that I have always liked. You can see I did my nails actually also, and it matches. But I will be giving a discount code, and I will have the discount code on Instagram and on my Etsy shop. So if you want to get another one of these, or if you want to get your very first one, you're more than welcome to wait until February 8th and then get your discount so you can get the new color. I am in love with this one. Well, I hope that you are having a good beginning of the year, that if you make plans and goals, that you can also accomplish some of them, but that you can feel excited about your craft or whatever it is that you do. I would love to hear from you on what your goals are for this year. And I would love to hear any insights, any of your experiences, any details, or anything that you'd like for me to talk about here. Until I see you again, I hope that you stay healthy, that you keep on knitting, crocheting, or doing any of the crafts that you love, and I hope that you may do what makes you happy. Thank you for being here with me today. I can't wait to see you again. Till next time.